Hello, 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 everybody. Did you miss me? I missed you. It's nice to see you. How you all doing? As you can see by the title of this video, we are playing KFC Dating Sim. Yeah, we are. Heck yeah, we are. And I'm gonna be enthusiastic about it. I also dressed up to theme for the day, but I didn't do all that much different because I had to go to work. So I just feel prettier, and I used a lot more pink. Though you can't really see it because of the lights. So, anyway, let me switch us over. Hopefully that's working. Hello! Nice to see you. How you doing? Hopefully that's not too loud in your ears. It's a little bit loud for me. But hopefully it's at a good level. Yes. Oh, hold on. Today is the long-awaited KFC dating stream, which you guys voted for and made happen with your subscriptions and really, really sweet messages, which, don't get me wrong, I really appreciate. All of the sarcasm that I have for this game is not because, one, any problem with you guys, or any problem with the game itself. It's the fact that normally dating simulators are, like, a private joy. Like, I don't expect people to be watching me when I'm playing them, and I know all of you are just doing this so that I will look weird on camera. And honestly, fair. How you all doing there? Just gonna let people... Is funny, yeah. Good thing I've got good friends, huh? Why is that light going out? I mean, mood? But why? Would you like to be nice and actually work for me? That was the wrong one. Nope. Now everything's off. God damn it. Welcome in. Nice to see you. How you doing? I'm just trying to fix shit at the moment. My thing is burned out. Oh well. So yes, today is your long-awaited KFC dating stream, which is actually I Love You, Colonel Sanders. And I'm going to try and play this. I'm going to both play this seriously and take the piss out of myself while I'm doing it. So, I don't know what vibe we're gonna go with. Also, I don't know if anybody's seen the introduction to this game. I just read the game title wrong and now I want to unread. What did you read it as? If you can't put it in Twitch, DM it to me because I need to know. Oh, I didn't realize that you guys are being blocked by my little chibi. Let her go up there. Wonder, can I rotate her? So that she's... No. It's not gonna let me, is it? We'll just move her. There we go. It's not perfect. And I would like to rotate her so she's facing sideways, but whatever. So I had to go to work like this today. So, yeah, there is... You can't really see it, but there is like a line up to my temple kind of thing. With pink. And like proper like white under here to make the whole doll-esque look. I went with pink and a bit of purple here and there to try and, you know, we're doing a game about love, guys. We gotta get some of that like pink and purple in there, right? Honestly. I don't know why you guys are so hype. Casual glam, very nice, thank you. Much appreciated. Coming from someone as fashionable as yourself, that actually really means a lot. Thank you. Uh-huh. Yeah, that is kind of what it is called. That is legit a title. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. Okay, why are you not... Hello, Hayden, welcome in. Let's fucking go! Yes, I can see you're excited about this. I'm just giving it another couple minutes to let people kind of filter in. It's finally here! Yes, it is. It is. I hope you're excited. I haven't really had a chance. You're gonna meet Mr. Sander and find true love! Hell yeah! I could use some of that in my life. I'm like a very single Pringle and it's very depressing. Also, like, I've met some really nice people on dating apps, but I've also met a lot of really creepy people on dating apps. And no shit, someone last night asked me, like, with all the seriousness in the world, they sent me a voicemail over this app to ask me for feet pics. And I'm like, that is your second message to me. I mean, kudos to you for knowing what you want, but... Hello, Rurik. Really weird timing for you, I'm afraid. I'm really sorry. But yeah, it's like... So yeah, I could definitely do with some love. 87 followers already? Yes. I am so excited. I'm so excited. We are really close to our goal. And when we get there, we will both do a Elden Ring stream, and we will do a... Well, we'll start Stream Raiders once I get accepted for that, because you need 100 followers on Twitch to be able to do it, and I really like the game. So I think being able to run it with you guys would be a lot of fun. It'd be a lot of interactivity. I'm preparing the KFC puns. Fair enough. Honestly, if you get me with some really good ones, clip it. Because I want to put these up on Instagram and, like, get people to see this and put this up on YouTube as, like, a compilation. So if you get me really good, hit me and, like, clip me for it, if you don't mind. Why is it not the first time that you're hearing about feet today, Rick? Why is that a conversation topic you have made? Many of you have all been disturbed by foot fetishes that don't know what boundaries are. Yeah. I don't care what you're into. Don't make it my problem. You know? Like, that's my kind of thing. Like, as long as it's safe, sane, consensual, I have to say that clearly, because otherwise I fuck up the word. As long as it's all that, I don't give a shit. But don't make it my problem by coming into my DMs asking me in a really creepy voice for feet pics. 1, you're not paying me. 2, that's creepy. 3, you're not nearly hot enough to get away with it. I have a very wide range of friends. Fair. Very fair. It's just rude and weird, man. Yeah, it is. It's fucking strange, and I don't get it. But I am really sorry, Krazzy. I am really sorry that this is the one that you're listening to while you're looking after your sick daughter. I am so sorry. I hope she's doing well, and I hope that you are able to look after her and all of that. But I'm really sorry that this is the conversation topic that you're listening to. But I also asked for consent before even mentioning that I'm into D&D. I don't know why you... Is there another... Do you mean Dungeons and Dragons? Because that's what I think that means. Why would you need to ask consent to tell people that you're into that? Or am I just not knowing what any of these terms is? See, I worry that I can be perceived as a creep. I don't think you've been creepy. The entire time I've known you, you've been nothing but sweet and kind. And an absolute joy to be at my table, so... You do not come across as creepy to any of us. Well, I've not heard any complaints, and I can tell you I don't find you creepy. Like, before even talking about characters and stuff. Why? It's things you enjoy. Okay, look, I do not understand. I'm not judging. I do not understand. So if you would like to explain, that would be great. If you don't want to explain, that's also fine. But in my opinion, and feel free to correct me, if it's not something that will hurt other people to hear, or is distinctly uncomfortable for them to hear, then I don't see why you would have to ask for consent to talk about it. Like, not everybody wants to see the 4 essays of backstories, you know? So I always ask before even beginning the... Okay. So that... I see that. But see, one of my things is I absolutely adore when people ramble at me about things that they're passionate about. It is one of my favorite things. Because you can just see the excitement in their face, the way they stumble over words, the way they just, you know, light up and talk about it. And you see sometimes they go, oh, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. And you're like, yeah, but it's great, keep going. Tell me about this. Tell me about how cool this is. You know? That is my favorite thing. That is very valid, thank you. But to be honest, he added himself very quick for your benefit. Yeah, true. Quick and easy block. You know, like, yeah, doesn't matter. Anyway, so we've given it enough time, I think, and we can transfer over to the game. Oh, that's loud. Holy shit. Yeah, we're turning that down. Jesus Christ. Anyways, let's kiss Mr. Sanders. Okay. So, I don't know if you guys have seen this game, but I need you to see it. And I don't know how to compose myself after this, because respectable to them, they made him very cute. Like, typical hot anime dude. But I can't get over the fact it's friggin' Colonel Sanders. What the hell? What is this? Anyway, all I have done is open up the game. I've not gone into anything. I've not messed around with anything other than turning the sound down and making it not full screen so I can click in and out of this thing so I can check Twitch and stuff. So, is everybody ready? Because we're about to have a lot of fun. Let's begin. Before we get started, tell us your name. Of course, we're going to be Sparrow. Oh god, what am I getting myself into? God help me. Just froze. Huh. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in this moment forever. Or you could wake up. Now, now, now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in! We're gonna get up because that noise hurts me. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. Okay, so in reality, I'm a daydreamer, but I'm also at this moment in my life trying to be better and trying to be more on top of things. So while normal me picks this one, ideal me picks this one. And you're going to get justifications for all of the choices that I'm making, by the way. Just so you're aware. Daydreaming most definitely probably ends the entire day, yeah. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head to class. Also, how is that music for you guys? Is it too loud? Because I can turn it down a little bit for you. Just what you need to get your blood flowing. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Sparrow! Are you excited for our first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous, okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I made good? What if I failed? Oh no. Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Everything just went red. 1 second. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Now, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were babies, little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person that I know. You're going to do great. I need to turn that the fuck down. So, 1 second, because my ears are bleeding. There we go. Sorry, that was me. That was not your computer. Just so you know. You're going to do great. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. I mean, fair? Why the fuck would you have 3 days only of semesters? That's an ideal world, but what the fuck? A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her? Or change the subject to give her some relief? Okay, I am 100% a pep talker. So I'm going to pep talk her. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask that gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet. And she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And that other card featuring that handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. We'll be in no time at all, we'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. This is a very weird thing because I keep dropping into DM mode to narrate shit. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay, after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Admittedly, yeah. She does look pretty cute. Can you believe I cut them myself? Yes. You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch-rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Sparrow's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. I am feeling attacked. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. I know people like this. If anyone knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. What the fuck? What the fuck? Had stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight that you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Van? You rang. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have just been as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would allow people like you to attend as students. That was rude. I need Van the Man to run. God damn it. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I I love you. I think you mean thank you, which is a boss-ass way to handle that. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down? Hi, Bob. I'm Sparrow, so... Are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope! And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? It is just you. I think it's just you. Okay, I need this character to stop calling me out this hard with my responses. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of a room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy, chit-chatting. Oh my god! A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of class. Adorable! Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructors and CEO of UCS-AL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly! Someone close the window! And then, he walks in. Oh my gosh. You're immediately swept up in the awe of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! If it isn't my favorite student, Holland. Wait, that's the wrong person. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow, and you feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open the window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second, no one talks to my friend like that! You two both know my name. We were both in the same kindergarten class, and what is it with your really weird insults? Besides, when Sparrow sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful! Look at that shimmer! Fucking hell. You take a moment to clean yourself up. What is my life? It's a good thing you didn't forget about deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot! Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Call you Colonel, but I call you tonight. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Bzzz. Whir. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Creepy? Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? I wouldn't give him a treat. He's the fucking teacher! You do this shit after class. Let's debrief. Reach beneath your apron and return with a small bit of beef jerky. In your hand, Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. Beef? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I would never eat that. You clearly do not belong here. Please remove your apron, then remove yourself from this class and this school. Did I just get Well, that's the end of KFC Dating Simulator. Bye, guys. What the fuck? What the fuck? What is my life? Jesus Christ. Nice, first ending. Okay. Let's try again, shall we? I can't believe I've already ended the game. Oh, God. Well, now that we're at rock bottom, let's see what happens if you daydream all day. Can't go back to that, I'm afraid. Or, can't wait for it to get supercharged. Interesting. Okay. We're just gonna click through, because we don't need to read that again. I think I need to give him the rubber ball. Alright, ready? Let's see, rubber ball. You reach beneath your apron and return with a rubber ball in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide on it as he locks onto it. You toss the ball and he bounds after it, grabbing it in his mouth and swinging it from side to side before dropping it. The thrill passes quickly. It's not clear if that endeared you to him or not. Settle down, young chefs. At least I didn't end the game. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favourite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey, Sparrow! There's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. I have a pun, but now it is too late. I'm sorry. I must wait for the opportune moment. There. Okay, of course we're going to sit next to the hot colonel, right? Like, of course we are. Oh, it's really hot. Two good options, but what will you choose? Okay, so dating sim, you want to romance this guy, so you pick Colonel Sanders, right? God help me. What am I doing with my life? You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. I'm not reading that comment. Thanks for offering me the seat. I've only had two rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you'll ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. Jesus Christ. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast! It's time for a pop quiz. Yay! A quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. If train A... Oh god. If train A is traveling to point B, and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Very important. So if we... I'm not saying it. You can keep... I will just not read your messages. Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest to tree is to tree as chicken is to feather. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? I would assume a spork. Not even for a Scooby snack? Okay, how's this? You donate 5 subs right now, and I will look the camera in the eye and say it. Going once. Going twice. 3 times. I'm broke. That sounds like a you problem. Guess you don't get to hear it. Oh, fuck you. Rurik, why? Thank you. First of all, thank you for giving out those subs. That's ridiculous. So what do you want? Okay, so you wanted me to say just... Alright. Hi, Daddy Sanders. Happy? I will let the crowd decide. No, you got what you wanted. I said it. I'm not doing shit else. I'm gonna have to clip that, aren't I? I'm gonna have to fucking clip that myself. God help me. I feel dirty. I feel gross. Thank you for gifting the subs, but what the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, so, a spork is the answer I'm going with here. That's right! What food is best for a broken heart? Anything, as long as it is prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. A pancake that looks like a silly face. Honestly, the third one, but I feel like the actual answer is this one. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches at a culinary school. He is the best boy. That's right! Your total score is perfect. 5 out of 5. Oh, God. I did say... Oh, God help me. Hey, it's an extra 5 subs. Thanks. Wow. Be honest, did you cheat? I didn't, actually. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He is impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, Sparrow, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. Clip is processing, but for future reference, for good audio clipping, the minimum clip time is like 5 seconds. I know, that's why I did it so quickly. You brought this on yourself, Sparrow? Yeah, I did. Honestly, though, if it works, I might do that for the rest of this shit. God, what am I doing with my life? I started this to play Final Fantasy. Yeah, sorry, that was a one-time deal. Sure. I'm not made of money. Sure. You say that now. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! It's just good business. Exactly. Hell yeah. Wow! The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. Kind of a dick. But Shh. Lunch! She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard heard that he's very talented. But whether the rumor is true, is this? How could it be anything else? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Honestly, looks better than any KFC I've ever been served. Not gonna lie to you. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. I've never felt those things eating KFC chicken. I've felt sick. Don't get me wrong, KFC chicken, beautiful. But I've also felt very sick after eating them. It's like, never felt warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating! For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper, is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. Whatever. Whatever. You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw, nah, my dude. Nah. I'm, just drafting a last will and testament in case of, one of those ingredients is poison. Ha! Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what Zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like, writing in my diary. Dear Diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. I love KFC until I finish eating it and and filled with regret and a sore belly. Yeah, that is a lot of us. 100%. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Okay? Cool? Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on, I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. Okay, does anyone else get like creepy vibes off of this? Like, okay, I need to know, is this shit psychological horror? Because if I suddenly find out that we're eating people, I will close this game down right fucking now. Not a joke. Just putting that out there. Beeps, really? I guarantee nothing. Oh God, help me. Oh, I swear to God. Is this... Okay, no, honest to God, right? Is this going to do... So, Doki Doki Literature Club had a lot of quite dark themes. Does this game go anywhere near some of its big bad ones? Pretty sure this is officially licensed, they wouldn't do that shit. I don't know, and it's free. I thought it was a paid game, it was not, it's free. So, whether or not... Because you can get a lot away with a lot of shit. So, I don't remember seeing any warnings, but if anybody in chat knows that this is going to be a horror game, okay. As long as it doesn't deal with that shit, because I don't want that kind of energy on my stream. That's why I would never do Doki Doki Literature Club, because that's not the comforting energy I want for my thing. Yeah, it's published by KFC themselves. Yeah, but could you imagine that if they went to fame like that? If it was horror, the internet would know all about it. True. It's amazing. Pretty sure it's just a typical dating sim. Free, just KFC brainwashing them. Yeah. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. You focus your mind and try to meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. Honestly, I'd try to figure out the flavors. I don't know if that's a good answer, but that's what I would pick. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt? Maybe. Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano? Basil? Maybe. But there's something else. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper, deeper, deeper. Yes, even deeper still, until you find it. Could it be? Blank. Rude! Fucking rude. He really did it! How bold, how adventurous to use this! You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavor, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. I'm telling you now, it's eldritch blood. Just saying. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with the Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a moment. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? That's not an impressed face. The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blank. Again, okay, this is probably going to ruin it for some people, but I'm going to refer to this as Eldritch Blood for the rest of this game. Just putting it out there. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Eldritch Blood? Wow! You never would have guessed that. Pretty sure I did guess that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. And Eldritch Blood definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before, so now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe, but you don't tell him that. While you're wrapped in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find him outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that. A secret ending where the main character is the final ingredient for the perfect bucket of KFC. Huh. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Oh. So this game tells us that Colonel Sanders learned how to cook his famous chicken from a dog. Yes. Okay. Wouldn't nag. She's new, so she wouldn't know enough, so I would go modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliments, Sparrow. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know I've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena. Can I save, by the way? Is this a save button? Yes, okay, but I can't save. Where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could ever need. Look at this place. Did you see that? Did I see what? What did I miss? I did not see it. God damn it. I think there was a sink. Fuck you. Oh my god. Oh, you shit. Fair. Fair cool. Fair cop. Oh, look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we have to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Are we going to do tiny cakes? I love tiny cakes. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. Thank you for the contribution, Krasy. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over to you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel. Would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Oh, Miriam, no. Want to be my partner?
Aww.
Sure. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is quickly left standing alone. 2 students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep, boop, bzz. Oh, my. 2 potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you'll pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Robot. Clank. We're gonna go Clank. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of the school even is at this point. Even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Clank is a non-binary icon. Wow, how could you do that to the poor girl, leaving her with a robot? Better than the one that doesn't wash his hands. Oh, did you forget that? In a cooking school, this guy doesn't wash his hands. What the fuck? I'm making sure she doesn't fail. It does not add flavor, it adds disgusting. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. I am also not paying a lot of attention. Fair enough. Technically, Clank may not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzz. Tissue? I hardly know you. Ah yes, the seasoning of medieval plague. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. It really doesn't. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. I'm not bringing a hentai anywhere near this. And your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. That seems like a safe one. I think I'll pick that one. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy! Oh my god, that's an actually dish. Never mind. I just remembered that KFC serves that. Okay, in my defense, I've not actually had KFC in like 6 months. I'm just putting that out there. I couldn't imagine one without the other. I'm trying to be clean and not make crass jokes. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes! No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. I am terrified to go back into my Discord knowing that. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man. Okay. Did someone call for me? Ugh, no, jeez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Sparrow's dreams, remember you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was a deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into the boiling water and turns his attention to you and your friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van. Are we working as a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Sparrow was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is, these young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I can also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubt whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Wow, that was harsh. Don't you feel, deep down, that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear. She's coming for the Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley's really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Okay, so in this situation, I would look over to Miriam, but we also did just screw her over, so we're going to pick Colonel Sanders, because of course we're going to pick Colonel Sanders. I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bigger with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's just respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me, isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Sparrow as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behaviour, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Sparrow's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in the hope that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realise that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavour. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you knew so well, while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hands. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy. Why does anime food look so good? This is mean, doing this to someone that can't eat a lot of food right now. Fuck you. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. I've been watching people put together Lego, and now I want to buy more Lego. Someone stop me clicking the buy button. I am not good for impulse control. You do not want me to help you in this situation. But Rurik, without your money, how will you make Sparrow commit to funny streamer things? God help me. Why am I doing this? Colonel Sanders holds out a spork to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let it go. I'm not reading that. The two of you stand holding the same spork. And for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. What the fuck does that have to do with this situation? Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift the heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. What the fuck? Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Sparrow. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Okay. Can I have potatoes, please? Van rushes back over, covered dish in hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few moments, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated upon a battle axe, forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for far too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Sorry, 1 second. Be right back. Sorry about that. I'm back. Yeah, someone just knocked at my door. And because they know I'm streaming, usually they don't knock, so it's usually really important. So, yes, I'm back. Sorry about that. Too late. It's been eaten! That was really abrupt and I got concerned. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to worry you. I'm just like... I got worried, you know what I mean? Because they don't knock when I'm streaming, unless they have to, so... I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up into Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They're motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. Hey, Blood for Thud, welcome in. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Okay, remember, this game was made by KFC. This is weird. This is like, look at how cool Colonel Sanders is, and I'm getting slightly uncomfortable. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Sparrow? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working towards that dream. Day and night. Never stopping. Never resting. Also lifting lots of weights. Like, so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a star. Fuck that sentence up. Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him! We're talking about me! I'm the hero! This spork monster is here to fight a hero! What the fuck is going on in this game? What the fuck? I think I left the fridge door open later, nerds! How dare you threaten me as I was just letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level? Be afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just coincidence? But before we can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Defend. Yeah, defend. You decide to defend. Which defense will you choose? Trepidation. You close your eyes tight, then open one just enough to squint and see the spork monster across the battlefield. But for some reason, this makes you feel more prepared for what comes next. Spork monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. That looked good, that defense did. Okay, I guess we attack. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork monster won't forget this. Okay, you can't make fun of another game when your game is like this. Spork monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you choose? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack again. Spork monsters use utilitarian style. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. I don't have a choice. Defending didn't do anything. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork monster is easing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Woo. Feeling vulnerable, Spork monster prepares its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. I'm not okay. High power pitch. What is this game? What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. Hot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Why does he keep making me do alliteration? Spork monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured spork monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. Yeah, I will spare them. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast! And don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow! I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. The sport monster scutters off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item! It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells, with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. Okay, so what do we have to do to have you play Dead by Daylight Dating Sim next? Alright, you fuckers. Here's my next goal. Get me to 150 subs before the end of the year. Get me there, and I will play it on stream. Since you fucks can do 50 in, like, 2 months. Double it. But I am willing to take constructive criticism on that. I'm not actually serious. Those were gift subs. They only last a month. Yeah, I know. So, when it drops down to 100, back down, I would say get me to 100. Instead of 150. I'm not that much of an asshole. Stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes before you fall asleep. He must have helped you home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. How did he know where we live? How did he know where we lived? Guys, this is really important. How did he fucking know? Because that is terrifying. You feel your covers being pulled up over you and you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Zzz. The fuck is this game? You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used eldritch blood. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, is it? It's probably because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. Let me go find the Sims of this channel. God help me. Why do you have a chicken poster on the wall? I did not make the design choices for this room. Next to a boy band poster. I wonder which boy band that is. Like, which one they think it's going to be. I would say they probably would have done BTS. But I don't know. Oh, yeah, I think it is BTS. Anyway. 6 members, some K-pop band. Yeah. No, I know. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might, I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. He's a robot, yeah. I feel like this game was chosen to summon me. Hi! Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy this ridiculousness. My headset's kind of broken, so 1 second. There we go. When I move, the sound cuts out, so I have to keep fixing it. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now. We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know a second ingredient that you know, too, which you discovered on your own. Do not tell her the ingredient! Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah. Just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the Botanical Garden when I was wondering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from a super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a favour, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavour was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. Did you cook with drugs? Like, is that what we're having to accept here? What the fuck? I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know about more new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, 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 it would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or Colonel Sanders. No. You protect that secret. When people tell you a secret, you keep it. Make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt? Wow! Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossoms fill the air. Are you kidding me? What the fuck is this? It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. He's on a horse. I'm not getting anywhere near that thing. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on his rear, sending it running free into the countryside. That is dangerous, sir. There is traffic. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beauty you have. What a horseful beauty. Dang it, that's just what I said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Sparrow just gets really nervous around people they like. Thanks, Miriam. What? This is not helping! They got food poisoning and we're up all night. It was gruesome, you should have seen it. She gives you a wink and smile as if to say situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know, this must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes, bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients, bad. Summoning a demon, bad. You try to get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Oh. Why don't you make it like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell them to stop acting immature. I'm not really interested in what they're doing. I don't give a shit. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ain't you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. It doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Good stream ideas. I'm suffering. I really am. I was, however, the one that suggested it to Sparrow? Yeah, you were. You guys could collab it maybe? That would be sweet. No, I'm good. Realizing, honestly, I'm kind of glad that the incentive to get Skull in to do this with me failed, because then I would have to deal with this cringe from two directions. Whereas right now it's just me focusing on this bullshit that's happening. And if I had to listen to somebody else at the same time, I would lose my shit. You know? I'm not opposed to a collab on a different game. I'm just saying this one is not happening. Ow. We're playing! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. You already lost at the power of 1,000 chickens. Come on, man! What the fuck was I supposed to do? Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely she must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't, honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career and aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal a true start of the day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. You try to give Sprinkles a pat on the head, but he snarls at you. Sorry. I get a little worked up if people try to pet me before I've had my morning coffee. Let that be a lesson to you. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review global history of my favourite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, you truly do. Which is why, in 1776, the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Sparrow? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? No, we haven't. What item should I sample? I wouldn't pick a pepper. I really want to try the dog biscuit. Thank you for the like, Rework. Fuck it, we're picking a dog biscuit. Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume a dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles. An example of his own culinary talents, perhaps. You reach out for it when Sprinkles jumps up and bites onto your cooking apron. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never even got to taste it. Is this the end? You fade into darkness, but something is there. The Spork monster? Borko? What are you doing here? It's not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not been forgotten. You watch as your apron magically repairs itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore. Thank you, my friend, wherever you are. That's gonna be the pepper, isn't it? Fine, we'll pick the pepper. Anyways, be right back. Well, I just got here, but I'm about to drive home. Drive safe. Please be careful. You know, don't do anything stupid. A brightly coloured pepper stands out from the rest of the items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out and grab it and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. Yep. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. Feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, ooh. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through it. To fulfill the prophecy, you feel yourself beginning to regain consciousness. Oh man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes, so I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. As your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via a timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand they stop wasting everyone's time. We're here to learn, not play games with them. Is everything a competition with you two? Yes? Yes! Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey to learn, to love, to learn to love. Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle. Yeah, stop getting your genres crossed. Don't you have some portable monsters to capture or something? I need to eat if I'm going to have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of being a master chef. How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if we're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? Besides, I already brought my own lunch. Sparrow, you should have it. It would give you the energy you need to succeed. Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you. Look at the tiny food! My special grilled cheese and tomato soup with a chocolate milk to wash it down and a tartlet for dessert. And only it takes you about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you needed for motivation. You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students. Please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer! Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. Arrrrrrr. I stand corrected. If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you'll get. My best taking best with the best of them. Best believe it. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. Now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you're really impressive here. Again, it's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. That's wrong, I don't fucking know. 11. That's right, you might not know all of the ingredients, but you know it's headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. Gratitude. That's right, you must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you wanted to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. A small town where dreams are born. This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Bubbling. That's wrong? Don't make me get the spray bottle! Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Sparrow. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls? Oh god. Get your mind back in the competition. Grrr. You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry. Oh my god, what's the progress on today's set? I don't fucking know! Woof, woof! You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colourful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough in a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! I know you love nothing more than a fellow appliance utilised in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Sparrow does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realise how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Sparrow, no! Ah. You're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Sparrow's injury. Stop calling me out like this, I'm always injured. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I am the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights taking you on a journey of flavour that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Sparrow to do the honour, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry jelly. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger to his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something to his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Yeah, you just internalized that shit. You've made enough of an idiot of yourself in front of people today. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Probably forever. What the fuck is this game? Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside you, this music does not fit this. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with that mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not built to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Jesus, girl. Failure is part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school. Incredibly handsome. Successful. Motivated. What was I talking about? Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. What? Did anyone else know this? I was passionate about justice, and I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now. It hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labour, or money would deter me from giving the best that I could give. As Colonel Sanders changed his focus, you could see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Really? Is that what it's going to do? Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork monster! Borgo? Oh. It is I know I said I wouldn't be back after the whole fight to the death thing, and maybe you don't want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like to always have to look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borgo. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I didn't! I defended, first and foremost! I know that you're strong, and that cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to the school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once. Well, no, I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student until some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on dark, evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. What the fuck is this game? What the fuck is this game? If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. Seems like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Sparrow, together we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Oh, okay. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're going to find out. If we get there, it is like really creepy old man stuff. I am quitting the game. I'm just putting it out there. Stepping inside. It's kind of old man stuff. Look at the beard. On the baby. What the fuck? Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Fuck you! Obviously this character is trying. Never mind. Long ago I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining things. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, but trying to find the right balance of flavours and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish she might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy, perhaps both? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? I say reveal it. Yeah, we're gonna reveal it. Why not? You decide that you're ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Yeah, thanks, Hayden. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in heads first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. Did we make the coleslaw? I present to you my original coleslaw! Of course we did. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxe hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Welcome home, Joker. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to irradiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Okay. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real! Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tap on an item. Okay. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of Student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Sorry, I was organizing food. All good. You have missed some shit. Wait, what? I haven't even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of Student is swept out with a breeze. No, we have not held hands yet. We did fight together though. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? No! It can't! It will kill you! I need a drink. God, Joker. You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty. But when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." This is very morbid to have in your living room. Poor guy. Ooh. I want to go find out what that is. Come on, it's like... I saw that you almost spit out your drink while reading my previous comment. I did. Yeah, I did. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that you'll try, that he's been working on and wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his white jacket. Aww. I don't usually loan this out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh, crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it out. Take it off. You decide now is your moment and make a big move. Hell yeah, confidence. Whoa, 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 that isn't this kind of game. Not that we blame you for trying. But still. Game over. Fuck you. Try again. Oh, do not take me all the way back. Are you fucking kidding me? I swear to God. Christ's sake. This is some bullshit. I just thought it meant, like, tell him the truth. Okay, so we've done that one. Ooh. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of 69. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's Leviathan blood. Because, you know, you can turn blood into powder. Tap on an item. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver. Are you fucking kidding me? An adorable baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure this must be the Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded, am I right? Okay, we're gonna fast forward. You fess up and tell him the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dream. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. The thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel. Yes. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! The fuck is this? Poor Ghosty. You awake to a beautiful morning. Oh god. In Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, this isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? The thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here is a simple breakfast I whipped up. Okay, that is not breakfast food. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So would you say we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Yeah, no, we flatter. Always build people up. You know, I think we might make a good team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotions, and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. Why? There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there, waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. You didn't call the cops? You were worried something had happened to me, but you didn't call the cops. You just sat in my room like a fucking creep. You understand why this is a bad thing, right? It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you better keep your dials turned polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. Apparently I am. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and get to know me, and I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she say skydiving as if that's the typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm really not sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. Fuck you! If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agreed to go your separate ways. When you arrive at the school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell for a distance that they are picking on Pop, though he himself may not pick up on that fact. Because you know he's Pop. What's a swirly? Oh no, it sounds so delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school? No. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a beautiful and gentle creature? You've got some nerve, Sparrow, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. May as well just give up. I'll never give up. Never! Colonel Sanders arrives just as As arrives, things appear close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Sparrow, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing in complimenting her? But what about the flavour of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is perceived. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Sparrow, I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of foods. See you inside, Sparrow. Ah. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out a spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa! That's that book? It looks like bad news! It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know, who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? Me. I could think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings of cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I can use the spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, what a dramatic bitch! It would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like, you know, not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and it's a pretty good excuse to try to... Why is it a good excuse? Don't do it after all, fuck off! You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for... Why the fuck was that an option? What the fuck is this game? Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. I would wait. We've not gone well picking what he wants us to do. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you to never come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sorry? Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over but doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again! After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt not only by Terrence but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professorial tone. Ahem. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Sparrow, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom, you see. But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sorry. Okay. I think I need to take a quick, 5-minute break, because this cold is deciding to mess with me. Yeah, I'm going to. So I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more KFC Dating Simulator. I hope you're having fun. Alright, see you guys in a minute. I'm back. I'm back. I'm so sorry. I just needed a moment. Everything's gone red, but hopefully it's working. Hello, Tiger Girl. Nice to see you. How you doing? Oh. Yeah. I'm back. What the fuck did I miss? Okay, let me scroll back up. Hydrate, yeah. Misbehave, no. Hold on, I'll bring you back to the game so you can see me as I do this. Good golly. What did you do while I was I need... Bailey! Where the fuck are you? You're supposed to be my mod. You're supposed to protect me from this. Ah, but hello. I'm sorry I missed you, Tiger, when you spoke up before. You are probably in an ad, so I will say hello. But yes. Hello, I'm back. I am also fucking exhausted. Yeah. What is this goddamn game? Sorry, streamer, the chat told me to misbehave and I started horny posting fictional men again. And he didn't share with the rest of us. How rude. See, I can see my Discord. There's no not safe for work stuff there. Oh god. Great to catch you online. How are you? Sorry, I was stuck in there. I noticed, which is why I went into chat and said hello. Hello! I'm good. I'm exhausted. I did not hydrate appropriately while I was doing this. So, I've ruined my throat. So it should be fun tomorrow. I am currently suffering. That is what I am doing right now. Okay, everything seems clear on my end. So, shall we get back to it? Hydrate, you say? Oh, that reminds me. Actually stir my coffee. Of course. Of course, of course. There we go. Because I'm an adult. There we go. Alright. Too bad, but on Foxy. Pun aside, look after yourself. Yeah, I will. I just was kind of flabbergasted at this game. Thank you. I need to figure out how to let you guys like bet points on certain outcomes, because that is a really fun mechanic that other streamers do that I really want to do. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna fix my hair, because it's fucking pissing me off. There we go. I can't have it on this side because I have my fan on this side of the room and it's blowing into my face and it's ruining things for me. There we go. Yeah. Hi. I'm Sparrow. New idea for an NPC for D&D. A mysterious merchant that only goes by the moniker the Colonel, and he sells chicken-based items, one being the chicken sword that summons 1d6 amount of phantom chickens per attack that does 1 extra damage per chicken. What the fuck? I am not bringing Colonel anywhere near my goddamn games. I'm putting that out here right now. I will never survive the amount of chicken puns my players will know. Pro tip, you can actually make them hydrate with chat points. Yes, you can. Please keep up your water and take care of yourself. I promise to try. I usually do. It's just... there are no good stopping points in this game. So I've been kind of like... here, but just lurking while I'm eating dinner. Oh, good. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. let us continue with this somewhat terrifying story. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. Oh no! Look at him! He's crying! You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? But chicken items, including chicken bombs. No, I refuse. Categorically. If any of my players in the campaign are watching this, if you fuckers even try to give me a class like this, I will kick you so hard. Just putting that out there. Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you'd had to show up to your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan. J&J forever. There's a druid chicken man at a time. You know what scares me? Right? So, Bailey, my moderator, is in one of my games. The fucker is a druid. And last time, he was allowed to do whatever he wanted. And he summoned what we call the council. Which is now 4 or 5 giant apes that he can just summon anywhere he wants. So, I have no doubt he can summon a shit ton of chickens if he really wanted to. Watch us form a triangle in the air as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can hold hands as you pedal down a mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Giant apes, where do you get... Well, not giant apes, gorillas. Gorillas, my bad. Oh. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Oh god, look at him. Clank bursts out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. Did the dead guy do it? In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks alright. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud, public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. The test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can even think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor! How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test, hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay. Because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice the dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will. A courage. A test of talent. I'll answer that in a second. A chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed madman, and his evil counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Sparrow's famous chicken pot pie. I can't cook that well. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're quickly able to get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Sparrow, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station, picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Okay, real quick. Jokes are funnier in Chinese. In this game, fried chicken is directly translated to exploding chicken. Oh gosh. Also, Sparrow, would a flock of chickens get pack tactics? No, they do not work together. Chickens are evil, and they're quite individualistic little fucks that like to bite people. So no, they would not get pack tactics. I should point out that my high school had a farm that we worked on for a little bit, so I hated the chickens there. They hated me. It was a mutual hatred. The bulls didn't like me either. Cows were okay, but the bull did not like me. Sheep liked me. Most of the time. And the goats were very fond of me. But yeah, chickens just didn't like me. And I'm perfectly happy with that. Chickens are basically raptors, though. They did evolve from raptors. I don't care. They are not working together now. I don't care if they have the ability to do so. You look into a chicken's eyes, most of them, pointing this out, there are a lot of good ones, but you look into a chicken's eyes that is on the battlefield coming for you, there is evil in that little fucker's eyes. He is not working with anybody. And I bet you raptors get pack tactics? Probably. But they are different species. We fess up about our practice dish. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it Bernie? No, I can tell it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably stop burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth! Wow! Can I use animate dead on chickens in your campaign? Once. But every time you do after that, you risk the chance of rocks falling and everyone dying. Fine then, I'll stay over here with my swarm of rats with pack tactics. Rat King! I like rats, they're cute. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll put you over the edge for victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping elaborately wild dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has a giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find ways to improve on something perfect. His original recipe fried chicken. Available at all local KFCs near you. Sorry. The intensity in this room starts at full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone's calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare this food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, Baster Blaster! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Why would you ever make that one? Even Clyde gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point cooking, chicken cooking technique. That's the first thing I've heard him say! Wait, when did Clyde learn to speak English? It's as the singularity was foretold! We mustn't let this happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all! Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has a spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic, do it the hard way. Always. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the classroom. I believe in you, Sparrow. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Sparrow, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food? Sure, cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spiders, directly into your boiling noodles. It's a secret ingredient! However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world does she get the Eye of Newt from? Oh god. The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watering noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Another one? Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. Borko had the day off, but you have conquered Steve and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the spork monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? Love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel the spork monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactic class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep within yourself. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Sparrow, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Who the fuck are you? The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything, except turn back time, which would be super useful, because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Sparrow. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. But time expired. It's the moment everyone has been waiting for. I feel bad for Steve now. The ghost needs some chicken magic. Colonel Sanders is the goat. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems like we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Oh, the poor thing. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess. Did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? It's got a point. I thought a wedgie was a salad! Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. Can I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCS AL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final products. Yes, it has been a long semester for all of us. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, Chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Chef Sprinkles. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. I rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. I'm proud of her. Thank you, Sparrow, for helping me to believe in myself. That's what a good friend does. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different coloured type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leaves in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to pour at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, I'm a dog and I drink milk, get over it. Sometimes it helps calm the agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight and a light rosewater syrup topped with a French meringue and connected by sugar glass. It's very pretty. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it anyway. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food. At a cooking school. Got toast in your ears or something, Sparrow? I told you, it's a display piece. Actually, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah. Which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I just didn't realise that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Satisfying. Rage overtakes Ashley and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everybody. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 years of dog life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious that everyone passes the class. No, we fucking earned it, they didn't. You pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Hell yeah! Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. Okay. Sparrow, you should make a giant mechanical chicken in D&D with your artificer and imbue it with the soul of a vengeful chicken ready for battle. No. I refuse. Categorically and emphatically. Ashley's a mood. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as a site to the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Doug is in the house! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believed them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He's totally mellowed it out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's going to do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking the carpet, you see him perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Of course he's the rich kid. Oh, now I get it. And now we get a new wing on the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of such and such. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing! I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't time for me to devote myself to figuring out how you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. That is actually really mature. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Oh no. Oh no. He hot. Just like the first day you met him, he's come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough just to give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. Hey! He has my coleslaw! I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Fair. The end? No, it's not the end! As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Sparrow, what are you doing sitting all alone? You know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, won't you tell me what the qualities you expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. Spicy musk, tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It is truly my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders. Hello, Karagi. Morning. Welcome in to this madness. The future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it with you, Sparrow. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll need to just do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Oh! Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to ensure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school. Oh, my dear Sparrow. I'm sure you'll find your place eventually, and along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. What the fuck? That is some bullshit. That is some fucking bullshit. I earned that. My ears! What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Okay. Okay. It is so loud. I failed. I failed. Why? I mean, technically he still loves us, but we didn't make him respect us as a chef. I'm kind of... I'm kind of sad about that, actually. We could probably speed through. What do you think? Ah. Well, I don't know where the bloody thing is. You didn't get the kiss? There's a kiss? Oh. God damn it. That sucks. Well, I'm sorry I didn't get the good ending. I'm really sorry. But there you go. You have... That is I Love You, Colonel Sanders. A finger-licking good dating simulator. God help me. What the fuck has been my life? Seriously. What the actual fuck? Don't listen to me, I'm just being crazy. Serena? If you're still here, is there a way to get a better ending? I'll have to ask you in Discord. Okay. So. I'm kind of sad. I thought we'd do really well. I think I fucked it up at the cooking competition. So. I don't really want to run through it again. So what now? Well, what now is I will probably end stream in like 20 minutes. Yeah. So, you guys need a new goal to work towards. What do you think? 150? Big shiny subs by the end of the year and I'll play that DVD dating simulator? Actually, honest to God though, was this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted from me? Because I don't know if it was. Let's mute him on his side. There we go. Like, what the fuck? If we're just going to talk for a few moments, we'll do it like that. So yeah, that... Abso-fucking-lutely it was. Oh, I'm glad. I'm very glad. We're going to reverse the order of that and do that here. There we go. More ideas to add chicken-based items and monsters to D&D. Fair. Very fair. Okay. Oh, speaking of D&D. So... At the moment, I will know for certain on the 19th, but at the moment, that campaign could be starting pretty soon. And I'm really excited, guys. I've seen what my players are designing, and I am so hype. You have no idea. It's going to be so good. So keep an eye out on the 19th. For an announcement from me. You will have noticed in my Discord that there is a new category called D&D Party. So, give them some love and respect from me. I don't know if I can tell you. Send some extra love to Peachy. Because they are an amazing artist, and he has been an absolute joy to work with. And his character, guys, you're gonna love. You're gonna absolutely love. So, yeah, that was KFC Dating Simulator. What the fuck did you guys just make me play? What the fuck did you play? What on earth was that? I mean, respect. Because I gave you a goal and you fucking got it. So well done. But... what the fuck? Also, I'll take the quick moment to just say, if there is anybody here who is not currently following the channel, that side, see that little goal up there? If we hit 100 followers, I will be doing an Elden Ring stream. And, I can play it on PS4, on PS5, I don't know, you can't play it on PS4, but I can play it on PS5, I've never played it on computer. So that's gonna be interesting. So I have an idea, and maybe I'll put up a poll, see if we could probably do like the gambling thing, not gambling, we do not gamble on Twitch. We could fake gamble and see how many deaths I do with channel points. Is that against TOS? Am I okay? Also, I've also learned something. Apparently, you cannot say the S word So my jokes about needing one, I now have to call them shrimps. Because apparently it's against TOS. So. Going forward, when I'm speaking on stream, I will probably be calling them shrimps. Well, I can't say it. But you know how I made the joke that all I need is a rich shrimp? That one? Yeah, I can't say that on Twitch, apparently. Take away the H and the R, please. I can't. Gotcha, yeah. Yeah. So that is what I'll be using from now on. Yeah. This was fun, I will admit. It was also the most awkward I've ever been, but I hope you guys had fun with me. Not sure how many dating simulators I'm going to play on stream, but I can be convinced to make some more community goals if it's something that you guys are interested in. Next stream will be this Friday. We will be continuing with Final Fantasy Online. And we will be doing... I might be having a guest. So do stay tuned, because if I do, you'll absolutely love them. Anyways, you should add a bunch of cockatrices to your game for fun. Why do you want me to add chicken stuff to my D&D games? What is it with you and chickens? First it was undead chickens, exploding chickens, now it's undead exploding chickens, and now it's monstrous cockatrices, which are chicken monsters. Why? Are you the Colonel? Are you perhaps Colonel Sanders? Because chickens? You know, I mean, fair. Okay, I got nothing. I was gonna make it funny, but I don't have one on hand. I've got nothing. So yeah, next stream will be this Friday. I think it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping to do some plot stuff, and maybe we might even be able to do some Palace of the Dead, which would be really good. It all depends on if this person is able to join me or not. Oh, right, what I was doing before. If anybody in here has not already joined the Discord, please do feel free to do so. Would love to have you there. Would love to talk to you, have fun, chill, all that good stuff. You will get to see the bullshit that I do week to week, and you'll get a better up-to-date thing on my Discord and Twitter and Instagram than you will necessarily on Twitch, just because sometimes the things are delayed and all that jazz. So, yeah, if you're interested, please do feel free to join. What other stuff am I supposed to say? Oh yeah, if you've got any ideas for gifts on Throne, please let me know, because I need some suggestions. I've got some good stuff there that I'm really interested in, but let me point out that I do not expect anybody to spend money, and I do not expect anybody to buy me anything. I was just asked to do these. So, you can be here completely free, and that there will be no problems from me. There will be no expectation of money. Okay? Because I don't want you guys to feel like that's what I'm wanting here. Would I love to make a living off Twitch? Yes. But you don't have to pay money to come and hang out, you know? Just don't be like me in Discord and ping Sparrow constantly. It is funny, but honestly, I just keep asking Skull, just like, hey, you're my DM, tell me if this is working. Add a Colonel Sanders plushie to your gift thing. Can I do that? Do I have one? Oh god. If any of you fucks suggests a goddamn Colonel Sanders body pillow, I'm going to cry. Don't fucking do it. I know you. Don't. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Sorry, I had to fix that. Okay, do you, do you know how tempting that is? You can't just say that and expect us not to. What was that link again? Do I have it as a throne link? At the bottom of the page, there's a throne thing that you can click through. I know I have one. Does it work? No. No, it's not there. I need to actually have a proper thing for it. It has an auto thing that comes up every so often, but I don't know when it will. But yeah, below the stream should be a little throne panel, and you can go there and suggest things. And I still have to approve it. But honestly, would you fucks actually buy me that if I put it on there? Because I don't know how to handle that emotionally. But yes, if you put cringe shit on there, I will most likely put it on there as well. Depending on if I can live with it getting delivered to where my family can see it. Perhaps. Rurik might. Stop spending Rurik's money! Poor thing, it's just like, he's trying to be a good, supportive friend, and y'all are like making him spend money. It's really funny, and I appreciate it, but stop spending his money for him. Okie dokie. He's spending his own money. True. Okay, we don't spend Ruik's money. We're just rolling really high persuasion checks. Okay, fair. Yes, what Hayden said. Okay. Good golly, I'm exhausted. Absolutely exhausted, my lovelies. I have stayed up way too late. I'm a bard, you know. I get bonuses on persuasion rolls. Perhaps. I don't know if that works if the DM is actively working against you. Something to ponder. But yeah. I'll be finishing up stream in a few minutes, and this is fun. Thank you guys, actually. Seriously, thank you for the subs and everything. That was ridiculous. If you have an idea for a goal that you would like me to, like a game that you want me to play, that you would be happy to put on for like another sub goal kind of thing. If you have an idea, do let me know, and I will consider it. There are some rules that I will discuss on my Discord, like I won't play Doki Doki Literature on stream. Because the game is good, don't get me wrong, that game is a fucking masterpiece. But it deals with some very heavy topics. And that's not the vibe I want for my streams. So, if it's not one of those, then feel free to just pop it into my suggestions chat. No, you cannot do a saving roll. But if you roll a d6 from d4, you can. You can have that from Hayden. There we go. Yeah, no, I only have one roll command, I'm afraid. I need to add more. I just keep forgetting to. Also, quick reminder, I post a lot of stupid shit on Instagram, but Instagram is the way that businesses do sponsorships in Australia. So, if you're not already following me on Instagram, I'd really appreciate it if you did. you will get to see dumb shit. Me doing dumb shit. Me getting yelled at by my cat. A lot. Lots of fun stuff. So, it's free, and yeah, I'd appreciate it if you did. Otherwise, our goals are pretty simple. Get to 100 followers. 100%. Final Fantasy Online. Which should... We'll get that done in a couple of weeks, won't we? Be easy. We just gotta get through every expansion, and all the classes, and all the side stories. It's not like it's taken us 41 days to get to the end of Realm Reborn. That would be weird. Yeah, no, I don't... Hayden, I don't have any others. It is just the roll d20 at this point. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint. But yeah. This was fun. There are other roles out there. I know there are! Oh, you mean in existence? Yes. But no, not on my bot. Sorry. I set up one and then forgot to go and set up another. Also, if you're interested in seeing me do a raid, you can contribute points to the challenge in the little birdseed down there. Those are free, you get those just from watching. So if you would like to see me do some Alliance, Heavensward, and Stormblood raids as healer or tank, contribute to that. You've got 11 days to meet the goal. So if we meet it, I will be running it on an alt, and you guys will get to see and have fun. Oh. I'm afraid that roll just won't do it. My passive perception is a lot higher than that, Joker. I'm so sorry. I have a +10 to that bullshit. Okie dokie. So, dang it, yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Let's go find somebody to raid. You know what? We haven't raided Fannel for a while. Let's raid Fannel. Yeah. I'm telling Skull. Skull is not the boss of me. Besides, whatever he's already planning to do to my character, you telling him this shit will not make it worse. It's already pretty bad. I'll make him add a cockatrice horse to your D&D game. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, let's do this. You can't stop me, Sparrow! I'm gonna mute that so you guys can't hear it. If I can't have the chicken, I will become the chicken! Hayden. Lovely. Allow me to remind you that at the moment I control exactly how much information you get about this lovely woman in white from your backstory. Do you really want to go the next few sessions without hearing anything? Okay, that is fair. I'm sorry. Honestly, you setting up for that joke, worth it. Okay. Yeah. Alright, we are going to raid the lovely and indomitable Fennel Mark. Who, by the way, is an amazing, amazing person. Absolute gem. Honestly, I'd really like to raid Krazzy, but he's not live. So, Krazzy, are you streaming tonight? I don't know if you're still here. Yeah, alright, we'll raid Fennel. Send him some love. Okay, will it work if I polymorph into a chicken and then use the wish spell to gigantify? If you want to do a monkey's paw wish, yes, I will let you. It would be so much, I am not, however, I am, however, trying to rescue my stream. What do you mean? What's happening? If you want to talk about it, I mean, you do not have to. But is everything okay? Half of my stream has died with the death of my D drive. Oh, oof. I'm so sorry to hear that. That is a bitch. And I just remembered I need to back everything up. Ugh, that sucks. I'm really sorry. How's the daughter, by the way? She's doing okay? And if you don't want to tell, please just tell me, because I don't want to cross the line. So, just... The Pokemon game I have on my stream is gone. No! But that was cool! Is the Chocobo one gone? Because I really wanted that gold Chocobo. And I really want that Chocobo. She won't eat, she needs to sleep, but typical 2-year-old won't. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Looks like I rescued the Chocobo game. Yes, I have a chance. Okay. I need to go and lie down because my ribs just feel like they're cracking into 2 pieces. So, let us queue up the raid for the lovely Fennelmark. He's currently playing Vermintide. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And look after yourselves, be kind to each other, eat some food, drink some water, take your meds, don't lick the demon that you summoned from, well, anywhere, and at least without consent. That was a messy ending. I'm sorry, I'm very tired. Basically, I love you guys. Thanks for this hellish game, and I will see you all in the next video. In the next stream on Friday! Bye!
A lot of math and calculation planning where everything goes. Oh, have you kind of got to set it up a certain way?